Hi guys, welcome back to the kitchen. If you're new to the channel, my name is Novia. For the next few weeks, I'm going to be taking you on a food journey as I'm doing a part of my course. I have a nutrition course to do where I get to do a lot of cooking. That's my favorite part. So today I'll be going through a recipe. I'll be modifying the recipe a little bit because there's one or two things that we don't eat but the recipe that we're doing today is a whole grain Nicoise salad. I do hope I say that right because you know we Jamaican, we butcher those words. Yes, we do. So stay with me. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Biza'S Kitchen and more. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
It's cooking time.
Hi guys, so these are so cool. These are some new oven mittens that a supplier gave me to sample on this channel. If you like them and you like to buy them, the coupon code and the supplier information will be listed down below. Try them, they're so cool. So before we start cooking, I have to make sure that my cutting board is safely secure. In order to do this, I will use a damp piece of cloth, place it under my cutting board, and secure it. This will prevent the cutting board from moving or slipping. Also, make sure you use a sharp knife because a dull knife is way more dangerous than a sharp one. So here are the ingredients that we will use, and I've also had some extra salad ingredients to just give ourselves some more vegetables. So here we have our pink salmon. I'll be using 2. We have cherry tomatoes and an apple. These are both considered as fruit. We have 2 eggs. They will be boiled. Some cucumber and olive. We have our red onion, avocado for some additional healthy fats, some quinoa, and green beans. So what I'm going to start doing is pre-washing my quinoa, because if quinoa is not washed properly, it will have this bitter taste, and I really do want persons to enjoy it. Also, I'll be making a turmeric quinoa to give it a little spice and a little kick and a little flavor. Okay? So now we're going to just rinse our quinoa. It has to be rinsed so properly because you want it to get rid of all that bitter taste, right? And what I need is just 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water. And you will cook it perfectly. You just leave it to simmer on your stove for a few minutes, and then that's it, right? So see all that bitterness, we gotta wash it off because I know a lot of people don't like quinoa, but I think it's how the method they used to cook it, right? So now we'll add a little tip of sodium, or what we call salt, just a little tip. We don't want it to taste anyway at all that over salty. It's better to have less salt than to have too much salt. I want my quinoa to have a little kind of buttery flavor, or not even buttery flavor, a little salt flavor, so I'll add some butter to it. And once the pot starts boiling, I'll be adding some turmeric to the pot. Okay, let's cover and allow it to cook. Now it's time to cook our eggs while we prepare everything else. To get good hard-boiled eggs, we're going to be boiling our eggs. Once the water reaches to a boiling level, you're going to turn off the stove, and then let it sit for 8 to 10 minutes. I first learned about this trick from my brother, Craig, big up himself. And then my teacher in her notes the other day, she gave us the instruction. Even though I've been using it long before, that instruction, I just want to share it with you. So you want good eggs, boil it. Once it boils, turn off the stove, cover it, let it sit for 8 to 10 minutes. You won't be sorry. Our eggs are about to be boiled. So we'll turn the stove on. We'll put it on, say 8, which is a little bit high. And then we'll cover it and let it boil. Now it's time to add our turmeric. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to give it some little coloring, just that amount. We don't want to over flavor it, and just stir it in. So we'll also lower the stove and let our turmeric cook on low to medium heat. All right, so now it's time to cut our or cucumber. I'm just going to cut it in half. So the knife technique is always critical when you're cutting your produce. So you have to keep your fingers out of the way, right? And we're cutting our cucumbers into bite-sized pieces. The red onion, or purple onion as I call them, it's nice. I like it in salads. What I'll do, I'll be sauteing the string bean just for a few minutes to get it a little bit soft, but not too soft, because you want to be able for it to be crunchy, right? So remember to always keep your hand at this, your fingers at a safe distance from the knife, okay? So our quinoa is getting there. So all our ingredients have been chopped and ready to go. So for green beans, I'm gonna blanch it for just a few minutes, and then for our pink salmon, I might give it warm it up a little bit because we really don't like cold food and so forth. And I also add a little bit of spice to it, like some herbs and spices, for example, dry parsley and so forth, just to enhance the flavor a little bit. At the end, I will slice my avocado. For me, avocado is definitely a hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. That's life. All right, so I'm just waiting for the quinoa to finish cook, and then we'll start putting our dish together. So now our quinoa is finished and it is tasting delicious. To saute our pink salmon, I'll just add some basil and some ground pepper. And we're using grounded black pepper, right? Just a little dash here and there to give it a little spiciness, okay? So we'll just stir fry this a little bit, as I mentioned, just to give it a little warmness, right? So our eggs are done. In order to cool our eggs down, I'm gonna put it in what is called an ice bath to make it easy and ready to be cracked. So I'm also gonna share a technique with you on how to get perfect eggs when you're ready to peel them, okay? All right, so to peel our egg, you break it, then you roll it. You hear that sound? So perfect. So we're gonna dip it in the water and peel it off. Because you have a layer underneath it that will have the egg removed so smooth. I just learned this recently in class and I had to share it with you guys. Once again, perfect boiled peeled eggs. So now here's our complete dish. So on this side we have the non-cooked food or the non-eaten food, and on this side we're good to go. So I'm going to start putting our dish together. So when in nutrition, your plate is supposed to be half vegetable and fruit, quarter carbs, and quarter protein. So we're going to start with our carbs. And here's our quinoa, all fluffy and nice, right? Right, so this is our carb. Let's put this back on the stove. And then we're gonna start with our proteins. Right? So now we're gonna add our fruits. The tomato. And remember, we're gonna add some apple as well. So we're gonna also start now with our vegetables. So we're gonna have a little cucumber on the side. This one needed to be sliced some more. So a little cucumber there, a little cucumber here. We love a lot of vegetable in this family, right? So we really go in a lot when it comes to vegetables. This is smelling so good. I really like the idea of the pink salmon on it. We're gonna add some spring mix to the side, right? This is gonna be an amazing dish. And then we're gonna add our olives on top, just a few. Also, we're gonna add some sweet onion. Let's take up the extras. And then we're gonna add our boiled eggs. So look at the avocado, isn't it beautiful? So this one is a hit. Okay, so now I'm gonna just add some store-bought salad dressing on it just to add a little more flavor, right? And then our salad, our Nicoise salad will be served. Our Nicoise salad is completed. So here is our finished product, completed with fruits and vegetables, as well as carb and protein, and some added healthy fat, which is our avocado. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by at Biza'S Kitchen and more. I hope you do enjoy this recipe and look forward for more delicious recipes that I'll be sharing from my class. Have a wonderful day. Tonana!